Hey guys, so 2015 has officially come to a close. Hopefully 2016 is a great year for movies. So I'm going to be giving you my top 10 movies of 2015. Keep in mind, I did not see every single movie that came out this year. I saw as many as I possibly could. So don't be upset if the movie you think should be on here isn't on here. Maybe I didn't see it. Comment below. Let me know what your top 10 list is. Also, before I begin, let me give some honorable mentions to some movies that were awesome and good, but they just weren't quite able to make it into the top 10. It Follows, Dope, Room, Creed, Straight Outta Compton, No Escape, and Everest. But not to delay too long, here is the top 10 movies of 2015. Number 10, The Big Short. This movie gave me a whole entertaining way of viewing a financial crisis about something I had no idea what was going on at the time. It had some great performances, it was funny, it was entertaining, and it was educational. Number 9, Ex Machina. This movie was amazing. Oh my gosh, it was one of the best sci-fi movies I've seen this year. It had some great intrigue, some great dialogue. It makes you think about life in a new way of like what really is being a human. Not to mention it introduces us to two characters that were in Star Wars. Number 8, The Gift. This movie took me by complete surprise. Jason Bateman doesn't play his normal comedy goofy self. He plays a pretty serious role. He's a pretty big dick in this movie. And man, he pulls out some actual acting chops. Not to mention Joel Edgerton wrote and directed this movie as well. Where did that come from? This guy's really fucking talented. Number 7, The Martian. I don't think anybody that saw this can that really say it's a bad movie. Some people, maybe they didn't prefer it in their top 10. Me, I was just totally engaged. I loved it. It was just a really good movie. I don't know what more to say than that. Number 6, Predestination. This is a movie you probably haven't heard a lot of people talk about. I don't think it went to the theaters. It was a movie I got video on demand. And it's one of those movies I was just bored one day. I was like, what's this? I'll watch this. And it took me by complete surprise. If you like time travel movies, I highly, highly suggest you check this one out. I cannot emphasize that enough. I love time travel movies, but a lot of times the way they do it, there's plot holes. And I'm like, wait, that wouldn't make sense because if he went back in time there, this would have happened and that blah, 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 blah. But this movie actually wraps it up in a really nice bow. And just there's twists and turns in it that I wasn't expecting. And just the whole way they just did it, I just loved it. So please check that one out. Number 5, Mad Max Fury Road. This was just a straight popcorn flick. It was amazing action. I was totally enthralled. Oh my god. Charlize Theron, what a fucking badass in that movie. Tom Hardy, who's good in everything. Great new addition to the Mad Max franchise. This is how you do a reboot, guys. Creed was really good too, but Mad Max, oh my god. I can't wait to see some more of those. Number 4, Inside Out. This is one of those family movies you go and see, and it just takes you by surprise. I didn't think how in-depth and mentally, emotionally it was gonna be. You see a lot of kids movies come out like Minions that's just stupid, blah, 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 funny. But this movie was actually a very intelligent movie. It was very well written. It makes you think about your emotions differently. It was funny. It had good animation. I mean, this movie was just good. It's my number 4. Number 3, Kingsman: The Secret Service. This movie was one of my favorite movies of the year. Obviously, it's my number 3. This movie just had great action. Samuel L. Jackson pulls off a great evil character. This movie was just super unique to me. I wasn't expecting this movie. I went into it thinking, oh, this is going to be a kick-ass wannabe, or it's probably going to be stupid. And oh my god, I freaking loved it. I've watched it multiple times, both in the theater and on DVD. I can't get enough of this movie. It was just hilarious. The action in it was awesome, and it was, yeah. Number 2, Spotlight. This is one of the best movies this year. I am telling you, the acting performances by Michael Keaton and Mark Ruffalo, and honestly, everybody in the movie was just amazing. This movie is the only movie this whole year that left me sitting in my seat after it was over. And the credits ran about halfway through, along with half the other audience. You can see my review on it if you check it out. And I was just floored by how intense this movie was and the kind of impact it had on me. I'm seeing Oscars with this one. Hopefully I'm right. I hope it doesn't get snubbed. Spotlight is just really good. Number 1. I don't think this is going to come as a super big surprise to anybody because I'm pretty sure it's number 1 on a lot of people's lists. Star Wars The Force Awakens. Yes, I did put a video out there talking about lots of plot holes and lots of issues I had with the movie, but who the fuck cares? Number one doesn't mean it's a perfectly made movie, so why is it my number one? It's my number one because this is my fucking top 10 movie list, and it's my favorite fucking movie this year. It's the only movie I went back and saw 3 times in the theater. I'm probably gonna go see it again, and every time I see it, it gets a little bit better. The issues I had with it, I don't really care because it was so entertaining. No movie is going to be perfect. Every movie on my list has its own issues. Star Wars, I put out a video of my issues because I want the next ones to improve. But that doesn't mean this isn't my number one. My number one, it was just my favorite. It was the most anticipation I've ever had for a movie. It's the only movie I went and waited in line for freaking forever. It's the only movie I just had that emotional impact hit me the second it started. So guys, what do you think of my top 10 list? Do you agree or disagree? Comment below. Let me know your top 10 list. Let's discuss this. What movies are you looking forward to in 2016? Let me know and comment below. And if you want to check out more of my movie reviews, stay tuned right after this if you can handle it. Go!